What did Jose Gonzalez say while playing Riichi Mahjong? My hand makes me confused. Do I have Sanchoku? Should we call Chi today? Or is Reichi the play? My luck, it makes no sense. Stripped of my innocence. What will Maka now say? Was that discard okay? Welcome back to Mahjong Soul, folks. My name's Yusong. Hope you're having a good day over here, folks. Yusong, the Riichi Mahjong song parodies aren't supposed to make me feel things. I'm sorry. It's one of the most moving songs of all time. Jose Gonzalez heartbeats. And I'm just gonna be real with you. So yeah, the Riichi Mahjong song parodies, they're inherently silly, right? And I try my best to make them funny. I'll let you know when I've succeeded, by the way. But as I was writing this one, the lyric "stripped of my innocence" came into mind, and I was like, that doesn't fit it. That goes way too hard. And then I thought to myself, that's actually the funniest thing that I can include. Welcome back to Mahjong Soul. Are you sitting down? Because last night on stream, oof, Roblox oof sound. Okay, this is, I tried. I genuinely was trying so hard. I enjoyed third 2 times in a row, and then I got last place, but I genuinely do not think it was my fault. We go back into the Jade Room today, having taken zero accountability for what happened on stream last night. And as we load, of course, there were things I could have done better. As we load into the Jade Room today, let me just say this. If you like the song or you like the genre, consider subscribing. I got new videos every single day. Consider leaving a like and a comment if you're feeling particularly generous. It helps out me and the channel such a great deal. Sincerely, thank you for all the liking and the commenting. It helps push the videos to as many people as possible. So it brings us to our featured comment of the day. Death Begets Death writes, after 21 games as a new player, I hit Adept. Loving the song and the genre. Thanks for the content. Thank you so much for the comment. It really means a lot to me. And also congrats on hitting Adept. I feel like that's, I don't know. It's not important if you get there quickly or not, but the most important thing, and this is cheesy, but it's just having fun, but congrats. That's pretty awesome. I also want to take this moment to thank the patrons. Patreon.com/YU_SONG. Welcome to Big Whooper. Incredible username. Literally the whole morning before I was recording this, all I was thinking to myself was, I love it when you call me Big Whooper. That's as I was putting peanut butter on the toast this morning. As I was getting the featured comment of the day. All this, I love it when you call me Big Whooper, playing incessantly in my mind. And guess what? Had one of the greatest mornings ever. So I really appreciate it. Patreon.com/YU_SONG. Link is down below in the description. It's the best way to support me. For $4 a month, you get access to a bonus video every single month, as well as the shout out like you're hearing right now, and a lot more. So thank you so much for all your support on Patreon. We lock in today, okay? I'm telling you right now, I'm freaking locked in, okay? What am I, a sleepover at a high school gymnasium? The way I'm locked in? Was this a thing for you as it was for me? I'm going to be real with you. So there were these things called lock-ins, which I'm going to describe them to you. And I think they're a uniquely American thing. So if this is making zero sense to you whatsoever, yeah, like, don't worry. It sounds like bonkers. So my recollection of a high school lock-in is that all the students would gather for an overnight excursion. I don't wow, you really you sound like you're an alien from outer space trying to blend into humanity right now. Yeah, I do. I absolutely do. I don't know what you would call it though. An overnight extravaganza. I don't know. The point is, all the students would get together, the ones that were participating, and you would go to like the school. Wow, this hand is good. I mean, we just ripped 2 of the best tiles that we could have possibly ripped. So, like, I really can't complain. We had a side weight here and a side weight here. Or, like, a single tile weight. I don't know. Either way, we managed to finish off 2 of our bad shapes, like, kind of immediately, which feels amazing. Could have also cut 9 of circles there, keeping the... What? This hand... Whoa. Oh, my God. We have to play quickly. Why? We have to play while we're getting good tiles. Before the one employee at Yostar who handpicks all my tiles and gives me the worst tiles even effing imaginable. We have to play quickly before that person wakes up. We are actually getting good tiles right now. I must be dreaming. All the students would kind of like go into the high school gymnasium or like a local church or something. Like, I feel like this would also happen at local churches, but I wasn't going to any local churches, so I don't know. This is all kind of just folklore to me. Riichi Pinfu 1DZ. can't help but notice that there's only 1 3 of circles left in the entire game. Oh, could have had the red 5, but I don't think that was correct. I think slamming the like and subscribe button there is the schmoove. Look, who gives a frick, okay? Is it unlikely that the 3 of circles comes home? Yeah, sure. But the 6 of circles? Oh, listen, I've been called a 6 enough times in my life to know a good tile when I see it. Yusong, what do you mean by that? Have you ever been called a 6 on like any attractiveness scale? Listen, my paid chatters haven't been doing doing their jobs lately. And you know, above average, I'll take above average. Honestly, above average is in this economy, yeah, hands down, I'll take it. Anyway, you would go there and then this is the whole point of the lock-in. They lock you into the building such that, like, if you're a mischievous child, you can't leave. And so the danger of, like, a child wandering and getting lost, holy frickin' guacamole. Is this a Hanemon? No, it's just a mangan, but I will accept an early mangan. Holy moly. We gotta play fast today. I genuinely, this was, it might not seem significant, but that was truly one of the luckiest starting draws that I've ever had. Like the opening hand was so bad, and then every single tile was like hand-picked by an angel just to save me from the 5th circle of HE double hockey sticks, okay? And of course, you're not allowed to say the H word if you're at a lock-in. Of course not. You're gonna get in trouble for that. And then, like, yeah, and then people would have fun. I never went to one. The most obvious sentence he's ever said. I've never been to one. I think it would have been cool. You know what I mean? Like, maybe your crush is there. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. It's getting too real. I don't know. It's just like, you know, it's like, you know, like, what am I doing? It's like, it's a time to mingle. I need to stop talking. I need to stop talking. But it would have been cool because your crush would have been there. That's all I'm saying. Like, for example, I grew up in upstate New York, and in upstate New York, there was this thing where there was like a county, like a Tompkins County, like carnival, and in the backyard, shout out to Tompkins County, by the way. Those are my roots. I didn't know how to sound cool, so I just said those are my roots. There would be this, like, oh my god, the shortest dealer seat of all time. I guess I'm okay with this, right? Right Lord just wins pure double sequence only. I think slamming the like and subscribe there isn't terrible, but also keeping it Dama-ten, like that, keeping it discreet, if you know what I mean. Like we're playing on AshleyMadison.com. This was a disaster. This is a disaster. I kind of got in my own head after saying the crush thing, evidently. Apparently, there used to be this county fair in the backyard of the fire department. And so the fire department has its, you know, the building. And then in the back of it, there was just like this big green field. And then they would, I don't know where the rides and stuff would come from, but, you know, the vendors and then the rides. And then that was a very exciting thing to go to as a teen, because it's like you get to see your classmates in a non-school setting, and maybe your crush is there. I don't know. It's like just, you know, it's opportunities. And what would I do at the county fair? I would play the quarters game way too much. I've talked about this on stream before, so forgive me, but there's I mean, it was made into a roguelike recently. We played it on stream, Raccoon, where you're a raccoon playing this carnival game where you drop a quarter into like a sea of other quarters, and then the quarters all push each other. And then if they push the quarters off the ledge, you get to keep those quarters. But then the sickening part is that it's really, like, it really gets you. And so the quarters that you win, you're going to be putting back into the system. I know. It's pretty nefarious if you think about it. You know what I mean? It's DraftKings for little kids. Well, there goes the DraftKings sponsorship. But that's you know, that's okay. All right, red 5 is kind of nice. This hand needs some elbow grease to win. Like we have decent shapes, don't get me wrong. You want me to manifest right now? You want me to do a little domain expansion, wishing for good tiles? Whoa, that is a really good tile. I don't know if I should sacrifice tile acceptancy for value. I don't know. I'm keeping this red 5. I think I might have been correct there to throw the red 5. East 4, red, or 7 of circles. We're gonna take a look back at that with Maka to see what Maka thinks about that one. But yeah, the reason that I'm throwing the 7 of circles there is because we can still accept a 6 or an 8 of bamboo, and I want to be able to use this red 5 if I'm wowie zowie. Wowzers. What is the Dora? It's the East Wind. That's a little terrifying. But also, I think I slam here. Look, all I know is when I see Reichi, I hit Reichi. And secondarily, this is not born of pure, like, unpasteurized greed, okay? This is like, you know, there's a book online called Riichi Book 1. It's a free PDF if you want to get better at Riichi Mahjong. Highly recommend it. It's also fun to read it like a super niche book for your hobby. I don't know. While you were out studying the blade, I was playing the quarters game and reading Riichi Book 1. Basically, it's like if you have Reichi and anything else, most of the time, slamming the like and subscribe button is going to be the correct decision. Oh, okay. Drawing into the 8 of circles is a little bit awkward there, but again, having to throw away the red 5, that's not quite my tempo. And the red 5 is our other thing. If this was not a red 5, I would not even think about the Reichi here. I would genuinely not think about the Reichi. My hand is so, forgive the language, stinky, that it's just simply not worth sending it for. But we have Reichi red 5. That's good enough for me. Everyone out there is trying to look for, oh, the perfect hand. Oh, no red flags whatsoever. This is what real partnership looks like. It's built off of connection and compromise and listening. And I do all of these things to the red 5. I've been writing fan fiction in my spare time. Yusong X red 5. Friends to lovers, slow burn, mind break. How am I doing outside of the game? Thank you for asking. I'm doing okay. You know, I was telling you about how I bought the blackberries from Trader Joe's. Not because I, like, really wanted them, but because I was so ashamed that the rest of my shopping cart was just frozen food. I've been eating the blackberries, so they're awesome. I forgot how much I love blackberries. I don't want to get political, right? But I think that blackberries, they're my top berry. But I will say this. Oh my god. I will say this, okay? The reason that I haven't been buying blackberries is because I'm on my fiber arc, and I know that raspberries give slightly more fiber. Gee, Yusong, you sound like you're a lot of fun at parties. Well, it depends. Is my crush there? When you make yourself embarrassed. When you make yourself embarrassed and you're, he's a 10, but he makes himself embarrassed regularly in his own Riichi Mahjong commentary. This feels good. We could lose this lead. I'm not gonna lie to you. We could lose this lead, but right now it's kind of going swimmingly. I'll take a 9 of characters. I don't love it, but the nut draw is drawing into a 7 of characters. That would feel really good. There's also a world, a twisted world, where we draw into like a 1 or a 2 of I wanna discard this 6. Because your 6 is on my lips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 shapes. We could just confirm the pair. And I kinda no. So if the Dora wasn't the 8 of circles, I think discarding the 6 there and just confirming the pair that you have in your hand is a fine play. But I still want the Chance Revolution to be able to accept, just to be able to accept, oh, I don't think this is right, but I'm gonna do it. Just to be able to accept the 8 of circles. Yusong, what the frick is your pair gonna be? First of all, language. Someone's not gonna get invited back to the lock-in. Second of all, I don't know. But like being able to accept the Dora, like this was my thinking with that last red 5 hand as well. Like, I'm not going oingo boingo if you know, just for this hand. Now with the Dora, then I could go oingo boingo. Yusong in English, please. It's a really valueless hand. I think it's like, you know, it's not a heartbreaker to fold this hand, and I kind of just want to go for greed a little bit because my hand is pretty like not worth a lot anyways. We might as well try to keep ourselves open to accepting, you know, a modicum of value in drawing into that 8 of circles if possible. It might not happen, but you never know. The night is still young. Let us stay frosty. So yeah, I've been eating the blackberries. Those have been awesome, but I know that raspberries give more fiber, and so I'm on like that. That's what I've been doing. I've been joylessly eating raspberries, which I know is like not a real problem. Like I think sometimes it's like I don't like it when people say, "Oh, first world problem," because it like I don't know. It kind of like delegitimizes your own issues, and then it's like, well, do I even have a right to be sad? You know what I mean? And it's like, of course you do. Yeah, you absolutely have a right to feel sad. Of course, like, you don't want to like trying to publicize it. Then I don't know. It's fine to see connection too. I don't know what I'm trying to say here, but What was I doing? Oh yeah, eating raspberries joylessly is maybe one of those things where it's like that's maybe we don't have to legitimize that one. A crosser with a pretty banging hand. They're in the dealer seat as well, so they might be having an epic comeback right now. Our lead has shrunk considerably, so I don't love that. But drawing into a pair of the Kiefer Sutherlands, I'm ready to be hurt again. I'm just gonna be real with you. I am straight up ready to be hurt again. Let's take a peep around the table just to see who deserves this dub the most. 31% first place. That's literally impossible. I didn't. That's been hard coded out of the game, so I don't know how that's even fathomable. A cross-sword right now in the dealer seat. They're kind of like me. You remind me of me. Not doing that great right now, but certainly not doing terribly. And then Rylord, let's take a peek. Master 1-star. This is a lobby where I can win. Oh my god, 30% first place. Couldn't be me, but early Reichi also couldn't be me. But otherwise, this is okay. So left foot is called Reichi. I don't really have that much going for me. I think I'm gonna try to like Omega Fold. I could have cut the Kiefer Sutherland, but I'm scared that they have like Reichi Seat Wind, Prevalent Wind. I know that's just the anxiety in me talking. But you know, I don't want to deal into that if I certainly don't have to. West Wind, you know, I don't think there's single tile York in it for the West Wind. I'm doing okay today. I got to I'm gonna go. I gotta drop off my ballot later. That's right. It's the voting day. I really procrastinated this one. I really procrastinated this one. But you know, luckily, if you get a mail-in ballot, you don't have to. You still don't have to like go there in person and wait in line. Of course, this is just me trying to avoid social interaction at all costs. But I like the idea. I don't know. It feels like a fun secret that you get to write down who you want to have power. Okay. It's less of a fun secret when you think about the intricacies of power dynamics in politics. Whoa! Whoa, Yusong, what are you... someone's showing off that they took one comparative literature class in college. I did take one comparative literature class in college. Can I be real with you? This is like so real. I went to college and I graduated as an English major. And I think that, yeah, some applause for the audience. Hey, you don't have to stand up. You don't have to stand up. Yeah, everyone, please remain seated. I put on my pants one leg at a time. I took one comparative literature class. And I don't know why I majored in English instead of comparative literature. I think it's all, you know, it's all, I wouldn't say it's all the same, but for some reason in my head, and this is genuinely embarrassing, I was like, well, being an English major is slightly more employable than a compare. No, it's not. No, it is. Let's just dispel the notion right there, okay? We are, I say this in a non-gendered way, brothers in arms, okay? We are in the exact same freaking boat right now. Left Lord, number one, they're graduating with a computer science degree. You're gonna be just fine. And you seem with a pretty decent hand. So now my lead is not looking super great, but we're still happy to have won a lot of the hands that we've won before. I'll just say this right meow, okay? Did he just say right meow? Yes, absolutely. I chi into a 4 of characters. If we can confirm Tanyo in this hand, that goes incredibly hard. Okay, we will not be confirming Tanyo in this hand. I'm 1 tile away from Tenpai, but it's not a good weight. Like right now we can draw into 3 of bamboo and then single tile Yorkit for the 4 of circles. I hate that idea. Southwind is good. It's Sea Wind and Prevalent Wind for us, so we should keep that around. If I draw into a 2 of circles or a 5 of circles or a 3 of circles or a 6 of circles, that feels awesome. Look, I'm not super attached to this triplet of the 6 of bamboos. If we have to dismantle this, if we have to dismantle the 6 of bamboo to get a pair later, I'm genuinely okay with that. Ryler is popping off right now. This is a really weird pawn. It's not the C one, it's not the prevalent one, so they must... It wouldn't surprise me if they also had Southwind or something, or like white dragon or green dragon in their hand. This is not a half flush. It doesn't look to be a half outside hand. They must have another Yakuhai, and Yakuhai is the term for simple Yaku. Holy frickin' frick, I did it. I actually did it. What do I want to discard right now? I have no idea. That's a funny question. This is not bad. This is genuinely not bad. If I draw into a 4 or a 7 of characters, I call Reichi. I actually have a 2-tile wait, right? If I draw into a 4 or a 7, I can wait for the 5 of bamboo or the 4 of bamboo to win, and that feels pretty good. Unfortunately, I'm watching all the copies of the 4 of bamboo immediately starting to evaporate right now. Yeah, it's not looking good for us, fam. I could still call Reichi, or I could Reichi with the Suji trap. I don't hate this idea. I think there's so many 4s visible. I don't know. And I'm showing the table that I'm not waiting with a 4-5 right now, so maybe a 3 of bamboo comes down. The only bad news bears about this is that, like, a crossword might have a flush in the bamboo suit. If they do, it's terrifying because they've already discarded a bamboo tile as well, which means that their hand is probably in tempai or very, very close. So I would be petrified if we just called Reichi and then ended up dealing into a full flush. That would feel bad. That would remind me of some of the hands that we played on stream last night. I was talking about voting, being a secretive goblin. What was I talking about? Okay, right lord deals into left lord. Gosh dang it. All right. Oh yeah, English major. I love taking comparative literature classes because it's just like you read. It's not just like, hey, what are the differences? It's not like corporate wants you to spot the differences between this literature and this literature, which is what you think of when you think of, like, if you just take it at face value, comparative literature. Oh, so we're gonna spot the differences between Animal Farm and The Great Gatsby. No, that's not what it is. But it's like I don't know. It's reading a lot about. Clearly, I didn't pay enough attention because I can't even describe it to you. Let me Google comparative literature because that might have. Okay, comparative literature. Misspelled it, but that's okay. It's a study of literature and cultural expression across national and linguistic boundaries. So true. And there's a lot of, like, theory that happens, and so you just feel really smart. You know what I mean? And even if you don't understand anything, I remember this is one of my like. I love doing this. I genuinely love doing this, and you're not allowed to K-word shame me for liking this. But one of my favorite things to do is just listen to smart people talk. People that are way smarter than me. I love listening to smart people talk. Oh, speaking of loves, this hand is redonky donk. Like, I don't know how to. Yeah, I don't know how to tell you this. This hand is amazing. Red Dragon, half flush, red 5. This is a mangan. This is 8K in the dealer seat. Right Lord calls Reichi. I'm not sure I'm legally allowed to fold. Sorry, I'm not in the dealer seat at all. This is 8K for me if I win this hand. I don't know if I'm allowed to fold at all. Please allow me to draw into the tile or have Right Lord have the worst game of their life. Either of which I will be okay with. And I'm okay with this. And I'm absolutely okay with it. This is I don't fault a crosser for throwing that 2 of bamboo either. It's early in the game. Like, you wouldn't really expect me to be in tempai either. But I remember, like, hearing someone say, like, you know, we were talking about, like, I think it was Derrida, Jacques Derrida, and they were talking about how they said something along the lines of, oh, I'm just wondering how these vast matrices of power interact with one another. And I was like, I don't know if you know what you're talking about, but hearing someone, like, come up with a sentence that sounds good to the ear, like, sent shivers down my spine. I'm not joking. I love listening to smart people talk. It is one of my favorite things. Hilariously, can't provide that on this YouTube channel. Oh, I'm just barking into the microphone on a daily basis. Would love to have a little bit more intellect as I play Riichi Mahjong. We're gonna get there, folks. We're absolutely gonna get there. Yusong did it. It sounds like you just took the comparative literature classes because you wanted to seem deep and maybe it could help you get a romantic partner. Yes to the first part and no to the second part. It did not. It absolutely did not work. I will say this. This is why I've really been enjoying doing my little improv class and and telling you about it and stuff. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why does this hand not feel good to? Why does the 7 not really feel that good to throw? I want to be able to accept the Dora. All right, are we just okay? So this is either going to be a pair. I mean, this is really bad. We're waiting on the last copy of the 6 of characters, or I guess the first copy of the 3 of characters. Okay, I mean that's freaky. All the 2s are gone from a crossword. Okay, really nice there. turn that into a double-sided banger. Yusong, I love hearing smart people talk. And then all words left my brain, and then I moaned. That's exactly what happened. That is exactly what happened. So what am I trying to set myself up for? I'm trying to set myself up for accepting the Dora tile, which is the 6 of circles. And I will say this, I cheat into the 6 of circles as well. I don't need to reach, oh my. Okay, this is really bad. I mean, they'd probably just have all triplets, but could they have a triplet of any of the Dora? Oh no. I think I should fold here. I could fold here, right? I have 4 of characters. That's 1 tile. I could maybe, okay, 8 of circles, another safe tile. What's hilarious is that if Lovelord cuts the Dora right now, that feels really, really good for us. There's no shot I ever call Reichi with this hand. And the Dora feels hilariously safe right now. The Dora genuinely feels fine to throw. Why do I not call Reichi here? Is because I don't need to call Reichi. Let them eat cake. I'm sitting from an immense position of privilege. Oh, that's just my Jacques Derrida analysis whirring in the background. We have Pinfu, so our hand is valid no matter what. We have Pinfu, Red 5, and we can accept the Dora. So this feels good. I also do not want to lock myself into Reichi. I don't want to lock myself into Reichi and end up dealing into a crossword. It doesn't seem like we're going to fold in any case. Let's see if Maka hated that. What was this round, by the way? What was this round? This is South 3. Let's see if Maka just wanted us to slam and welcome to the jam. South 3, non-Reichi. Just because I am in first, I don't want anyone else to play. I don't want anyone else to play safe. I want someone to have the worst Mahjong day of their life. What was it? Oh, yeah. The reason... So, I will say, I did not have a lot of romantic success in college. Could you tell? No, but I did audition for, and I got into a sketch comedy group, and you would have 2 shows every single year. One at the end of the first semester, one at the end of the second semester. And it was really fun. You get to write sketches, hang out with some funny people, you know, just Twitter, do your thing. I'm sorry, my brain stopped working, and so I just said a meme. Yusong explained that. Yeah, that's my bad. You write sketches and perform in them, and there'd be 2 shows, and you go buy the props and stuff. It's just very silly, good fun. And the only time where I felt like confident enough to either like approach someone or have someone like approach me and to not just like crumble in on myself. By the way, I'm giga folding here. I don't have a lot of safe tiles, but like we can country boys make do. You know what I mean? That's a very dangerous word to only say half of and not finish the word. So hopefully I just said the word country both times and I did not stop in between while I was finding the rest of that sentence. Anyway. And this is awesome that the 1 of characters is safe. We got 2 more safe tiles. We're feeling awesome right now in the dealer seat. If Rylord wants to win, so be it. Rylord can win, even if they sumo a mangan. Like, now our lead is... There's enough padding around our lead so that we can, we can still suffer some losses and most likely... I don't want to get too far ahead of myself, but most likely be okay. Yeah, and that's just because, like, you know, when you do a show, it just gives you a sense of confidence, and I think I've really been missing a sense of self-confidence in my life. So even though the improv class was just a class, I think just some sort of performing is essential for me in not having absurdly low self-esteem. Now, you're getting into some tricky territory here because it's like, well, Yusong, you can't have your entire like self-worth evaluation as a human being. Should have cut the 4 of... I'm playing this so sloppy. We could get into Tenpai before the end of the round, and I'm kind of just like willy-nillying, throwing it away. That's 100% my bad, and I will play the boo sound effects so that you can live vicariously through it. That's genuinely on me. That is genuinely on me. Could have maybe been in Tenpai. And Rylord is going to sumo this hand. They have a chance for epic comeback in South 4. They were going for this Reichi. It's not a great Reichi, but like they have to just send it. I fully agree with Rylord calling Reichi single tile Yorkin it for the 3 of characters. Now they're much closer to being able to enjoy third, right? Riichi Mahjong, like, I think when you're new to the game, you're just trying to make a valid hand, but a little bit more nuanced. Once you get into more of the nuances, Jacques Derrida voice, you start thinking about it as just like a positional thing. Like, if I'm in last, let's play for third. If I'm in second, we can play for first or just play to keep second place, you know? So it's always good to be aware of your surroundings and how many points other people have. And I think, you know, it's not like your entire worth is based on whether or not you can perform or make people laugh, but it's just like a nice little self-confidence boost, you know? And that's I think really important. I also was watching this really nice interview from Brennan Lee Mulligan today. He is of course renowned performer on Dropout, as well as, you know, dungeon master on Dimension 20. One of the dungeon masters on Dimension 20. I don't want to say that he's not. Yeah, he's not the only one. And he was talking about too. Like I was thinking. Oh, hang on. This is the stupidest 7 pairs that's ever been pairs. I mean, we could also go Tanya, right? Just start pawning out the wazoo and try to go for Tanya. I don't really want to make myself like vulnerable though. You know what I mean? This isn't a therapy session. I don't really want to make myself that vulnerable. I like having a pair of the Vivian Westwinds in my hand, such that if someone if Right Lord calls Reichi or something, like I am so happily allowed to fold with some guaranteed safe tiles. So that is kind of what we are going for right now. Left Lord is not going to roll over and die. Right Lord is not going to roll over and die. Okay, this is very interesting. Now no one can call Reichi, so no one can have like a huge Gigantamax hand or something. Look at this. This might hurt a little bit if we deal in because it's close to the Dora. People are going to have their 7s and 8s. And I just fed Right Lord, you know, I allowed them to complete their 5-7 shape. Fed them a really useful tile around the Dora. Could have just kept that tile literally until the end of time, right? Could have kept that tile until the end of time and just made it really hard for somebody else to win this hand. That's absolutely true. And now we're like 9 discards in, and I'm thinking to myself, like, I might fold this MF. You know what I mean? Was that cool? Was that tough? And I realized what I like about the class as well, which is through this interview where he said something really insightful, which is he said, I think that people that took a literary comparative lit class in college are actually really cool. And I was like, oh, come on, me, little me, come on, you don't have to say that. I'm gonna fold here. I don't think my hand has what it takes. Had we drawn into 10 for 7 pairs, then we can play a little bit more aggressively, but I don't think our hand has what it takes. I am just gonna back out. Someone else is gonna win this round, and I hope they enjoy it. I genuinely hope. Wicked Voice, I hope you're happy. I hope you're happy too. Genuinely okay with this. He said community comes at the cost of convenience. And I don't know if that's an original or if that's just a quote that's been, if they're just quoting someone else. And I was like, you know, like people in the improv class, and I hope I'm not like doxing anyone or saying anything bad, but they were like, hey, would anyone want to practice outside of class? And it's like a long drive. And for me personally, it would be like a long drive, and I kind of live out of the way for everyone else, so it would be like a longer drive for me. But I think it's worth it. I genuinely think it's worth it. Like, sure, it's easier to stay home and do nothing and just be on your phone or just be on your tablet or whatever. But what I said that like so bratty. Whatever. Sorry, I was just thinking about the lock-in. But I think it's good. It's good for the soul. I think that doing the easy thing is often the bad thing. But the sickos in power have made it so addictive to do the easy thing. Genuinely, I don't think I'm saying anything like groundbreaking, but I think like sometimes you just gotta stay up late and be a little bit groggy the next day. Why? Because it's just necessary to be alive. Otherwise life just looks too similar from day to day to day to day to day. And I think that a shortcut to making friends in adult life is taking a class, because it's that like repeated FaceTime that really like, you know, gets you. It's that I feel like makes people closer. By the way, I should tell you right now, I'm an alien from outer space, and I'm just trying to blend in with everyone. I'm trying to make some friends before the upcoming invasion. Okay, 3 of bamboo is our nut draw. Wow! I mean, I have to. My hand is not valid unless I do this. Welcome to the thumbnail, by the way. Actually, welcome to the thumbnail. I'm gonna rearrange the tiles just a little bit. Hopefully we don't Ron before then. That's how you know. That's how you know we're sitting on the lap of luxury. This is such a good hand. This is such a good hand. Triple-sided banger, right? You can either think of this as a pair of the 5s and and a double-sided weight, or you can think about it as a triplet of the 5s, and we also get to wait on a singleton of the 6 of bamboo. So we take this one, Reichi, sumo, and the reason that I'm calling Reichi there is not because I want to, but otherwise our hand can't win, and I like our odds. I'm so sorry to Right Lord. I'm genuinely so sorry to Right Lord. Like that is genuinely messed up, and maybe if I hadn't hit Oradora, I think they would have been able to enjoy third. I'm not sure. Probably not, but we can go back and check. Look, the elo is not looking, you know, the best it's ever looked, but it's okay. It's genuinely okay. Sphere of Love, ooh, ooh. Someone's listening to me, a Yo-Star. Talking a lot about crushes. View the log. There's 2 situations that I want to look at explicitly for my play, and I just want to see for a morbid curiosity. Like if I sumo this hand and it's just Riichi sumo, none Oradora, that's literally what, 2K? It's literally 2K? I think so, right? I think so. Riichi sumo, none Oradora, 30 fu, 230 fu. Oh, I think it is. It's either 2K or 2700. And so I'm just gonna assume it's 2K, and then Right Lord goes down 1K, and then you go 1K 0.1, and then you go down 500. Oh, Right Lord would still lose. I'm so sorry, Right Lord. I'm genuinely so sorry to do this to you. There's no one that feels for you more than me. This is so fricked up. It's like I'm eating a banana over someone's grave. It's like, oh, I'm so sorry. Like this apology doesn't seem sincere, but I think it's a real one. Maka, spit on me. By the way, I would love to show you something. I got permission from the person who sent it to me to share it. So we've collabed a lot with Kate, aka Lovely Momo. And she sent me this image over Discord that made me laugh so hard. For those of you who are just listening to the audio, it's a snack called Makwa, which is M' and then the word aqua, and then Kate wrote on it with Sharpie afterwards, spit on me, and then dash Yusong. Like I was like manga spit on me. You get it, folks. You get it, folks. I play like an MFing monster. Honestly, if that doesn't get the confidence up, I don't know what will. South 3, the non-Reichi decision. Yeah, they hated the Reichi there. Why? If we call Reichi, another copy of the Dora never comes out, and now a copy of the Dora could come out. What were you rocking with? It's just an all triplets banger. This got me scared. I was like, could you have 4 cons, which is a Yakuman? Like, I don't know. It's 3. This is one of those fricked up things where I played this game for 30 hours and I still don't know. Is 3 quads? 3 quads is a Yaku. You never see it. They could have had all triplets, 3 quads maybe for a natty mangan, but you're also scared if they have any of the Dora, right? So, I mean, they don't have Green Dragon. They don't have this. They could have 8 of Bamboo. That was probably the scariest tile. I think if I drew into 8 of Bamboo, I don't think that I could discard it. It's just way too spicy. And we would figure out a way back into Tenpai, you know? Or we just Gigantamax fold. South 3, non-Reichi. Maka loved it. Maka absolutely loved it. I got an S+ for how I played this round. Teacher, you forgot to assign homework. And then Right Lord has no idea. Guy standing in the corner of a party.jpg, they don't know that I'm in Tenpai right now. And that's the beauty of not calling Reichi when you already have a valid hand and you're in the lead. It's so hard to play defense against that. East 4, 7 of circles. I'm gaming here. You wanted me to cut the 1 of circles. That's true, but 1 green dragon is already discarded, so I don't love that idea. You really, you hate the 1 of circles. The 1 of circles has been slandering you on Twitter or something. Okay, I'm gaming right now. I draw into the 6, and I cut the 7 of circles. You wanted me to cut... Okay, you wanted me to cut the 9 of bamboo. It's interesting. They don't hate the 7 of circles either. But the 9 of bamboo, we can accept 6 or 4 or 7 or 6 versus what I cut, which is we can accept 6 or 8. Ah, it's slightly less. Okay. It's slightly less tile acceptancy. If someone's smarter than me wants to break it down further, I've genuinely been loving all the feedback. Every time I ask if there's someone smarter than me, players who are ranked higher than me in the Discord, and our community Discord is filled with really talented players. They'll explain like, oh yeah, Yusong, like this is just like you just missed Sanshoku or something. Like keep this for the Sanshoku chance. So even though I don't respond, trust me, I'm seeing all of it, and I sincerely appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. I don't know what to tell you. Let's kick back, folks. That's so good. That's so good. It's not even a kissing the ground situation. I'm just happy to be here, folks. That's gonna do it for today's video. If you like this song or you like the genre, consider subscribing. I got new videos every single day. Consider leaving a like and a comment if you're feeling particularly generous, as it helps out me and the channel such a great deal. Thank you so much for all the support lately. I sincerely appreciate it. I stream on Twitch Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 3 p.m. Pacific. The link is down below in the description, along with our community Discord, our Patreon, which is the best way to support me, and our VOD channel, in case you can't ever make it live. Until next time, please take care of yourself, and please be kind to yourself, okay? I'll talk to you soon. Peace.